Welcome back once again. I know you enjoyed the first lookup family explanation. So now in the second part, what we'll be doing is continuation of the first part. So before you opening the second part of the lookup family explanation, Excel lookup family, firstly ensure you are following from the Excel lookup family 1. So it's just the continuation. So coming back from where we stop at the index function, and I believe everyone understand the index related function. So now coming back here, what do we need to do? Let's delete this and try and do this from the scratch. You understand index, you understand match. So now let's nest these two together. Nest means let's combine the two together. So one of the ways we can easily combine the two together is that we understand the fact we understand the fact that you need to use index to bring back a specific cell text. If you can understand the number it is located, which is the row number and the column number, and match does its best to do what? To give us the number. So if we can bring this together, it means we can what? Achieve greater aim. So now watch me as I'm going to explain. So the first thing you need to start with is what? Let's start with our match function. We want to look for Lazio number. Where is Lazio located in the country region? So let's start from the beginning once again. The local value is Lazio. So use your right navigation, then comma, to move to the lookup array as we have it here. Now we have the lookup array board. So your lookup array is your country region. So highlight everything we have here. Don't highlight the column headers. So highlight everything we have there. So once you've highlighted everything you have there, comma, then the next thing you need to do is state if you are interested in less than. So the next thing we need to input is as simple as putting 0, closing our bracket and press enter. Now we're having LA value. What is happening? So it is meant to be team, not country, as what we've highlighted. So let's just drag this to team. So it's meant to be B4 to B12, not C4 to C12, because we are looking for a team name, not a country name. So press enter. Then after that, again, let's do the same thing. Before we come here, let's just finish this. So since we know the number that it is located in number 5, that's is located in number 5, all we need to do is just add our index function to return the country. So again, what we need to do is add index, then select the array we want to return. So let's select the entire array. Comma. Now we are looking for row number, which is row number 5, as our match has been for us. Again, we need to get our column number. So we have to match again, use our match function. So comma match. Then we are looking for country, that's our lookup value. Then we are looking for the number, the column header. Which number is it located in the column headers? Let's fix that. Then we are looking for exact match. So close the match bracket, then close the index bracket, then press enter. So now we have Lazio is located where? Is located in Italy country. So again, let's do appropriate reference. So highlight this, then press F4. Also come right here, highlight it, then press F4. Here also press F4 to ensure you are using row reference. Here should be column reference, yes. Then the other match will be row reference. Fill it down, you should have the value for Bayan. Also, you can just fill it to the right, then everything should work properly. You can see, as simple as that. So how do I fill down? I just use, I highlight the cell down, press Ctrl D, then highlight it to the right also and press Ctrl R. So it's as simple as that. So let's move, that is the final for this. Then let's move to the lookup function data 2. Let's use the data 2. So this is the data 2 again. So in the data 2 we have a little bit larger data set. So we are going to use the data 2 again once more. So now to the cover page. To the cover page. So in the cover page, let's start with the VLOOKUP. So we don't need the explanation once again. I believe we all understand the explanation. So we need to know the objective. The objective says that use VLOOKUP to return the value in cell D, E, and F. So we want to use VLOOKUP to return the first name, the last name, the department, and the pay rate from what we have here. So it means that the first name must be first. It means that the FID is what we are going to use to generate the last name, since it is what we have. Looking at our real data, I believe everyone can see our real data, and our real data contain from what? Cell A1. You can see here, this is A1, and A1 is combination of what? Column A, row 1. So from A1 till I38, that is our complete data. So we want to bring the MID for this till we get to from B3 to B15. You can always check this cell to know the cell we are dealing with. If I press B3, you can see we have B3 here. If I keep scrolling down, it keeps changing. So coming here, what we need to do is bring our last name, the department, and the pay rate using the VLOOKUP function. So if you've been following through, this should not be a problem. All you just need to do is just equals VLOOKUP. Then what is our value? We are looking for the MID, which is employee ID. Then press your control page up to locate your master M list. So once you locate your master M list, highlight your table of array, ensure it highlights everything, then ensure it is fixed by pressing F4. So you have the $ before A, after A, then before I, and after I. You can see we have A1 till I38, and A1 is fixed, while I38 is also fixed. So the next thing is column index number. So what is the column index number we want to return? Our column index number is what? 2 is column 2. That should be column 3, which is first name. So if you press 3, then we are looking for exact match. Then close our bracket and press enter. So once we've done that, okay, that is returning first name. So what we want to bring back is last name. So this should be 2. So again, we've been explaining the static approach. So right here, we won't be using the static approach since I've explained the match function. So instead of typing 2, 3, 4, 5, we won't be doing that. What we need to do is just simple. So instead of 2, 3, 4, 5, just input our match function there. Then ensure you state the lookup value, meaning that okay, match, help us to find the last name. Again, that should be what? That should be row referenced using mixed referencing. Then start from the column headers. Highlight the column header using Ctrl Shift right navigation. Then what are we looking for? Again, we are looking for exact match. Close the bracket. Ensure you highlight these cells column, then press F4 to ensure that it's absolutely fixed, then press enter. So that should give you Smith once again. So once you have Smith, you can easily just fill this down very fast. You can see we are working smartly. Then fill this to the right. Okay, now we are having NA. What is happening? Okay, the NA is right because we haven't locked our MID column. So this should be column referenced. So press your F4 to have your $ before B. Then again, fill this down. I want to work smartly. Then to the right. So you can see we have all the values populated at once. And it keeps changing based on our what referenced. So everything is working perfectly. You can see we are done with VLOOKUP as fast as possible. If you don't understand again, ensure you open each of the cells, then read the formula one after the other. Let me read this for us. It means that we are column referencing MID. Column reference means that we can only switch between that column. We can switch to maybe row 4, row 5, but we can't go outside that column. Then again, same thing goes to the lookup array, or yes, the lookup array. We have it fixed. Then also our column index number is fixed using match. So everything is working perfectly. So now let's go down to XLOOKUP. Again, I believe you understand why XLOOKUP is important. Now we are dealing with what is not starting from the leftmost. How can we deal with this? We can easily just make use of our XLOOKUP. So again, XLOOKUP, look for onward, comma, what's the lookup array? Look from, again, ensure you are referencing the master MID from the first name. Ensure that is absolutely referenced. Then what are we returning? We are returning the MID. So let's ensure we have the MID selected. That should be absolutely. Then what are we interested? If it is not found, return N/A, meaning not available. Then bring exact match, close brackets. I guess we have one last argument, which is start first to last, and close brackets, enter. See, we have our values in place. So let's fill this also down. We have all our values working absolutely. So same thing goes here, copy, paste. We are having NA because it's not working fine. So what we need to change is change our lookup value to C3. Then ensure that is column referenced. So we won't need to change that again. So we won't need to change that again. Then under where we have our return array, we need to change that to, let's come back to our MID. That should be, lookup array should, instead of A, that should be, let's throw up, that should be B. Then also change this also to B. Okay, something is wrong. Our lookup array is not working perfectly. So what are we looking for? We are looking for B3, and we agreed on column referenced. Enter. It's still bringing NA. B3. Okay, B3. For me, let's try to check. Let's copy once again. Let's just copy the formula here. Then come to last name. So here, let's just paste. Good. Then what we need to do here is just change this back to B3. Then change this to B to reference last name, not MID. Okay, something is still refined to something alright. B2, B3. We are looking for last name. B, okay, very good. Last name. B3. Check. Okay. Yes, this should be. Okay, this should be C3. That is where the error is coming from, because we are using our first name as our lookup array. Sure. Then this should be F4, F4, F4. Good. Then we should have the value. Very good. So let's fill this down. Again, we have our values. So once again, what do we need to do here? Very simple. Again, we don't need to do anything. We just need to edit. F2, copy formula. Let's copy the formula. So once you've copied the formula, come to cell E3, then change this B, come to the master sales data, master emp list. Then our department is located in what? D, while pay is located in I. That's what the two things you need to note, D and I. So you need to change this from B to D. Fill it down. Before filling down, let's do the same thing for this. Paste. Then change this to I. Then let's press enter. Then once you are done, just fill it down. Then your formula is working accurately. You can see we have all the values. So that's how we can use XLOOKUP. So now let's move to index and match once again. Index match using a fast approach. It's very simple. All you need to start with index, right? Index first. What's your array? Again, we come back to our master emp list. Press your Control Shift right navigation, down navigation. Ensure you have that fixed, absolutely fixed. Then after that is in place, let's now start using our match function. So you start by saying match, right? Match. If you can see onward, that should be column referenced. Good. In our first name region, so let's go back to our master emp list. First name. So highlight everything. Master emp list first name. So press F4 once again to ensure that it's absolutely fixed. Look for exact match. Close brackets. Again, our second match, let's go back to our index match region. Match. once again. What are we looking for right now? Now is where we are dealing with our column header. So MID, this should be MID, right? So if you can see the MID from which array, which is from this table of array, which is the column header. So highlight A1 to I1, then press F4 to ensure that it is absolutely referenced once again. Then your lookup value should be row referenced. I believe you can see what we have on my screen. Then 0 for exact match. Close the bracket for the match, then close the bracket for the index, then press OK. So we have the value once again. So let's just fill this down. Again, you can easily just come down here, the small box here, just double click, it fills down automatically. So let's just copy, then Alt ES, then let's paste as formulas. Same thing goes there, Alt ES, then paste as formulas. You can see we are working smartly and everything is working as fast as possible. So the next thing